President Donald Trump is threatening to cut Elon Musk's government contracts as their fractured alliance rapidly escalated into a public feud. According to Associated Press, hours after Trump lamented his breakup with Musk and said Thursday that he was disappointed in his former backer and advisor, and Musk responded on social media, Trump then escalated the feud by threatening to use the U.S. government to hurt Musk's bottom line. Associated Press White House reporter Zeke Miller says this could alter the future of the Trump administration. They are now firing off petty insults back and forth, threatening each other's interests, and it is hard to overstate just how significant that is, not just for the future direction of the Trump administration and the Republican Party, but also key elements of the American defense industrial sector, Miller said. Miller also said that tensions have been brewing between Trump and Musk since the beginning. He was a little bit of an Icarus. He seized the limelight and challenged Donald Trump sort of as the most visible person in the Trump administration, which is never someplace that a Trump staffer wants to be in, Miller said.
We're watching the relationship between the world's most powerful man and its wealthiest man devolve from a close alliance of convenience and policy agreement to really a petty schoolyard fight playing out on social media before the world's eyes. Just 5 or 6 days after Elon Musk was in the Oval Office being feted by President Trump as he was leading the administration after more than 100 days working, trying to cut government spending on behalf of Donald Trump, who he helped elect to the tune of more than $250 million. They are now firing off petty insults back and forth, threatening each other's interests, and it is hard to overstate just how significant that is, not just for the future direction of the Trump administration and the Republican Party, but also key elements of the American defense industrial sector.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. It's an honor to be with Elon, who's my friend, and he's done a fantastic job. He didn't need this. He didn't need it. And we find out government's a little nasty on occasion. Hello, Peter.
Yeah, thanks. Hello, President Trump.
Government's a little bit nasty, Peter. You haven't noticed that? You have.
Tensions have been brewing between Elon Musk and the president. Really from the moment Elon Musk got to the White House, he was a little bit of an Icarus. He seized the limelight and challenged Donald Trump sort of as the most visible person in the Trump administration, which is never someplace that a Trump staffer wants to be in. And then from there came the policy disagreements, particularly around things like EV mandates and tax credits, which benefit Elon Musk's personal businesses.
Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is...
And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars.
Good.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy.
And this may be one of those moments where there's a precipitous break and maybe the floodgates open, and that the direction of this administration from today forward may look a lot different than it has been over the last 130 odd days.
Russia is withdrawing its strategic bombers from Ukrainian border following Kiev's surprise drone strikes on Russian airfields on Sunday. Kremlin is transferring its military aircraft to various parts of the country, even to northeasternmost region of Chukota, fearing new UAV attacks by Ukraine, local Telegram channels have reported. One of the two 160 strategic bomber missile carriers has been spotted at the Anadyr airfield in Chukotka Peninsula, 6,770 kilometers from Ukraine and only 660 kilometers from the western borders of the United States. At least 41 Russian strategic bombers worth $7 billion, including two 22M3 and two 95MS, were destroyed as Ukraine's security service conducted a large-scale attack on 4 Russian military airfields on Sunday. The attack is believed to severely undermine Russia's air defenses. Codenamed the Spiderweb, the military operation had been in preparation for a year and a half. It was prepared in a few stages. First, Ukrainian FPV drones were smuggled into Russian territory, where they were hidden in wooden makeshift houses placed on trucks near airfields. Next, the drones were activated via remote controller and directed towards designated military targets. The historic operation became Ukraine's longest-range attack and destroyed 34% of Russia's fleet of air missile carriers. The large-scale attack reminded Moscow that no military infrastructure was safe from Ukrainian attacks. Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky hailed the operation as brilliant, stressing that all security service employees involved in the attack had been safely removed from the territory of Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday said Kremlin would respond to Ukraine strikes.